Piper, no! You are not going to move to Taiwan?
What? You are not a Buddhist.
Piper, no! You are not a Buddhist?
She's like, Mom, yes, I am. Okay, I'm so excited that I get to say this. Noah Cyrus, welcome to Sorry We're Cyrus.
Wait, you did the official change?
I did the official.
So you're no longer stoned.
I know I'm no longer stoned, unfortunately. We talk about this a lot. Yeah. And it is not easy because today will be better since I'm actually having to keep the show together. Usually I'm in your spot.
I'm a host.
I know, but I'm usually a host with Brandy, but Brandy kind of keeps it all together and I'm just in La La Land. So today I have to be professional. But yeah, I get to welcome you, but Noah is co-hosting with me today.
This week,
stoners, they're going to love, I mean, honestly, I feel like ratings are going to go through the roof. I'm so excited that Noah's here with me today. I could not be. Noah is my ride or die. Like anytime I'm in a situation, seriously, she's my girl.
You're my girl.
That's why we have our matching tattoos.
Butterflies.
Yes. I love you, Noah.
I love you too, Mom.
Okay, so also today, her friend Kaelin Beck is going to be with us. So weird saying that last name. She's not married, but she goes by Beck, right?
Uh-huh. That's her man's name.
Her man. We're going to talk to her about this because they're not sure, and we talk about that a lot on the show, is so many people like in your all's generation don't want to get married. They're just like happy to just be partners, and Brandy and I talk about this a lot, and people call in and talk about not wanting to get married. And I find that so interesting because for me, what am I? I forget I call myself a Gen something that I'm not.
You are Gen nothing.
What? Okay, so I'm Gen X.
I don't know.
Our thing was to get married. So it's just like so weird these days that people kind of.
Well, I guess I feel that because I always wanted to get married.
You did.
Like when every relationship I had, I was thinking like about marrying them. And I feel like my explanation for that was always like, well, my mom had her first kid by the time she was 21.
Yep.
And like, I don't think of that as like an oopsie age. Like, I think of that as like, oh, well, I've been working since I was 15. Like, why couldn't I have a child when I'm in my early 20s? Or why couldn't I get married in my early 20s? Like, that was something I really wanted.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I also have lots of friends that like aren't as traditional thinking, and like also it's probably where we grew up and stuff. But like, yeah,
like I can't even like imagine truly like what I would have done with my life if I wouldn't have had so many freaking kids. Like that was my entire life. And I think like the stoners know that last year was a rough one for me. And like I've talked about it a lot. There's no shame. I'm like just very open about it. And again, No was just so patient with me. Like it was crazy. But I think looking back on it now that I'm back. I mean, my life changed so much. I mean, I did nothing but kids for my entire life. It was so crazy. And then to have you guys all out of the house and kind of like, you're so independent now. And it's just so weird that now I kind of have to figure out who I am and what my dreams are and what I'm going to do with life, because the only thing I ever did was be a mom. It's so crazy.
I know. But we still need our mommy.
I know.
So bad.
It's
like,
true.
we've got to do my closet on the 17th.
Okay, I'm down.
I haven't even told you because I know you've been dying to do it. So I'm just like, we have got to get it done.
Yes.
So we still need our mommy.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Which I love. And I need you to still need me. And Noah moved this year.
Very close to her.
It's great.
So that's been so good for us, being able to go on our walks, and we found our new favorite ice cream truck, and
that's in the next.
it's really cute because my fiancé and my mom are like really close, and I like love that so much because my past boyfriends my mom has not been close with. Well, like my first one, you tried. You tried to be there.
Yeah, I did.
And then like the rest were just like plane crash. But like
we got through it.
We got through it. And now I'm with a nice little
German boy.
German man.
He is a man.
He is a man.
Honestly, it's one of the things I love about him. It's not even funny. Like, honestly, girls, producers, how much do I talk about Pinkus?
When I found out that she talks about him on this show all the time,
it's insane.
I was like, what? You talk about him on your show?
I love him so much. And honestly, I just talk about like, he is a man and he is so like, he's just respectful and driven and sweet. And like, honestly, I think he is perfect.
Me too.
He is so awesome.
Yeah.
And I could not be happier that you are with him.
Me too.
Yeah. He is really amazing.
I know.
I love him so much. And I miss him when he's not here.
Ugh, me too.
Yeah. But he is just the greatest.
Yeah.
And I've told the story how you all met at Fashion Week and his clothing line. And we just love Pinks.
Yeah.
But when Pinks is here and when Pinks isn't here, we are obsessed with this ice cream.
It is our favorite. Shout out to them because they're also our best friends. Sure Good Ice Cream.
What is it?
Sure Good.
I don't think I even knew that.
Mom.
That's so bad.
It's on the truck.
I feel like they need a better sign.
Well, it's just a truck.
It is.
You have the truck, and that's where you put your advertisement.
Yeah. Noah is so funny. Noah is so social. Like, from going to the ice cream truck.
How hilarious.
I'll literally FaceTime Noah and she'll be like, look who I'm with. And it's literally
Greg and Jody.
It's Greg and Jody.
We've just become really good friends with them. You know, it's interesting because like, since I was a kid, I always had like much more mature friends and like other people in my grade, other people like that were my age or whatever. And I never really clicked with them. And I guess that's why like me and Kaelin, we were best friends when I was like, we met when I was like 17. I'm not going to do the math of our thing, but she was in her 20s, but like we really got along because she worked for however long she had been on her own and moved to San Diego and like started this life on her own and built her own career and made this beautiful life for herself. And like I was in the process of doing so myself. I had just moved out on my own for the first time. Like I had just been through my first breakup and was in like silly little relationships, and like we were able to connect through that. And like I was, you know, there when she was pregnant, you know, with her 2 children, and like we've grown through so much stuff. And like I felt like I was on that same like maturity level with her.
You totally were, always.
I have more fun when I remember being like a kid at like my friend's house from middle school and like wanting to hang with her mom more than her. So I think I just like gravitate towards like the mom and dad energy.
Honestly, that's so true because I even remember you and Edie, like instead of playing with M's, you and Edie would have onesies on and filming yourself dancing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You've always been like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I think it's because like you guys did, like you grew up very different from most kids. I think that's why you liked older people, like more mature, because like the people you were around when we were on the road or whatever, you didn't have a lot of young friends. Because I was thinking the other day and I just started laughing to myself. I was so furious. I'll just never forget that your dad I was gone, like, on the road or something, and your dad took you. Don't even
Bleach
get me
my hair.
that was not okay. You were, like, 7.
At a place
Called
at a place
Wackos.
called
That is
Wackos.
still open in
Oh
Studio
my
City.
gosh.
Okay, bet. He took her to a parent-teacher meeting, and he calls me and tells me that the teacher said that, we have to get Noah under control because she thinks that her job every day is to come to entertain the classroom. And
And to put my shoes back on because I kept taking my shoes off.
I was so mad, and so I was like, "They are not gonna crush her spirit. They're not gonna crush and take away her charisma." So, I took her out and took her on the road with me, and she turned out great. And
Yeah,
but yeah,
that was difficult though,
it
making me
was.
do my school
With Linda,
with anyone.
oh,
I mean, I just like
it was a living hell, guys.
but I think that's something that like is really like underspoken about is like how your mental health like can really like hurt like a kid in their like educational process and like learning how to do that because like with you I think it was so frustrating because I just didn't want to do
Ugh,
it,
so frustrating.
but like I think that like there was probably like a deeper thing in that, like I was probably dealing with like the ADHD that I was diagnosed with and like the anxiety I was diagnosed with and the feelings that I wasn't good enough and like, all of that really related back to like fear with school. And I really learned that as like an adult and that's something that like I just think schools are so like shitty for
Oh,
because like I think your self-worth and everything is all dependent on a paper, everything's dependent on a grade and that's your self-worth. If you fuck up reading out loud in class and you're stupid and I don't know, it was just like I had so much anxiety around that. And I remember like getting in trouble a lot for needing the teacher's support and like needing the teacher's help. And I just think that that's something that like should really be recognized. And like whenever I was then homeschooled and I did have a teacher that really looked after me and really paid attention to me, that's whenever I was like slightliest, most itty bittiest okay with like
that is
getting
true.
certain school done was whenever I had a teacher I really liked that would come over and like, I felt like a connection with them and I had that individual attention
Yeah.
because I think that's really important. Like something that like also, I mean, you're not a school teacher. So I think it's also good to have that separation from like a
Totally.
parent. And like that's where I think like homeschool is probably really difficult for some people,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I was the exact same way about school. School gave me so much anxiety, and I didn't realize it until like I was an adult because I'll never forget in the 2nd grade that we had a test and you were supposed to circle like 2 things, and I only circled 1 on each question, only and she took me out of the classroom and paddled me with yeah, no, like, wooden paddle. She took me out in the classroom, out of the classroom and paddled me for not
Well, that must have been way back.
it was way back, and my father, Glenmore, went stomping over into that school and ripped her a new one and said, "That better never happen again."
Good.
But I was
That's
honestly
crazy.
traumatized from that,
Yeah.
and I was always so scared to take tests from that day forward. Like, I hated school, and I think you're right. I mean, the schoolhouse system hasn't changed in, like, 100 years or ever, and, like, they still teach the same, and it's absolutely not okay. So, okay, well, we'll get off that subject. And so, one of these questions that that Kelsey put is, "What's your favorite TV show or movie that we've watched recently?" I'm embarrassed to tell
Why?
because it's insane.
Mom,
Isn't it old?
I think that's really rude. Honestly, you were obsessed with it.
I
Don't
still
even
am.
The Resident, it's insane and incredible, and, like, it's great, and there's just so many episodes. I just made it to the season finale, and it's taken me, like, 6 days to watch the final episode because every episode is the same thing, and it is getting, like
Monotonous.
redundant.
Redundant.
And yeah, I've moved on to Money Heist, which I started over, and I had finished just a few days ago, and then Kaelin got here and she loves Money Heist. So we started it from the beginning and I am so obsessed with it.
We went all in on The Resident for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we spent hours.
I mean, we had a little downtime.
We did have
We were just hanging out. So we both were bored as hell. And I was just like, we got to start this show because
it was crazy.
neither of us were.
We were not doing it. We were like,
It's good whenever you can go through things together.
yes, it is.
Yeah. And you have like a emotional support buddy. If you're
Yeah.
like down, you have that person who's, you know, that's who my mom is. Like whenever I'm down or whenever we're down, we call my mom or she calls us. How many times a week do you answer the phone and I'm crying?
A lot.
A lot. Like, and she'll answer, what's wrong? Like,
Oh, no.
we always call her through anything. So like, but yeah, I would say also just like with anxiety and stuff, having like a friend or the companion that you relate to the most that like goes through the same thing. Because I think something my mom and I find that like people say to us and we have in common is like people want us to like, well, stop feeling that way. Like just stop thinking about that. And it's like, well, you can't just stop. And if I could, I wouldn't have this anxiety. Like if I could control it, like why would I choose to have it? So it's like having someone that understands that like it's like, okay, you need to breathe. Like what can you do to get your mind off it? Let's watch a show. Let's talk about it. Like let's address the feeling that's like inside. Like I was trying to do that with my mom so much whenever she was going through her extreme like panic attacks I was like, let's try to like identify what the root of the anxiety is. And like, I think having someone that cares to like get to that point with you and like be gentle and sensitive and like let you take that time, like it's not going to happen overnight. It's impossible. It's like a recovery, you know? So you just have to like allow the person to have time and to heal. And that's something that I think I've taught my mom is okay. And I think that's something that my mom always allowed us, but like, I don't know, felt like you weren't really able to feel that.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people are just, especially people that's never experienced anxiety, like there's no way for them to understand it. Like that you can't just stop. Like, just don't think about it. Like just snap out of it. There is no snapping, just snapping out of it. It's the worst. But here we are.
Here we are.
Here we freaking are.
I cannot tell you how obsessed I am with my Cozy Earth new bamboo sheets. I truly think that my bedroom and my bed is my sanctuary. I say it all the time. And I think the most important thing that we can do for ourselves truly is get a good night's sleep. It changes everything. Sleep is so important, and I'm obsessed with Cozy Earth. Their sheets are so soft, it's crazy, and breathable. And so they say that you can sleep like 2 degrees cooler, which is so amazing. I can't say enough. And they have pajama sets that are just as cozy. So the cool thing is that if you want to try these, you can try them and sleep with them for 100 nights, risk-free. And they also have a 10-year warranty. So if you don't like them for any reason, within 100 days, you can totally send them back. And then again, they have a 10-year warranty, which is absolutely so cool. From me to you, I think you need to try them and make sleep a priority. So you can visit cozyearth.com and use my exclusive code Cyrus for up to 40% off of Cozy Earth's best-selling sheets, towels, pajamas, and more. That's cozyearth.com. And the code is Cyrus. And if you get a post-purchase survey, make sure you tell Cozy Earth that you heard about them through this podcast. Again, Cozy Earth, you cannot go wrong. So comfy. Another product I love is called OneSkin, and I have been using all of their products, their body and face moisturizer, their eye cream. Absolutely incredible. Noticing such a difference on the crepey skin on my arms. So now OneSkin has developed a hair care serum for hair loss. And you ask, why would a skincare do that? Is because your scalp is skin. So using their OS1 peptide, they have created a scalp treatment for thinning hair, which today, as I was actually combing my hair out, I was noticing so much shedding. So I can't wait to try their serum because all their products are so great. It targets aging cells and it's scientifically proven to help your hair cells do what they're meant to do, grow fuller, denser, healthier hair. Get to the root of hair loss and thinning with OS1 peptides for your hair. Also, you'll save 15% on your first purchase with the code Cyrus at oneskin.co. And again, you'll get 15% off with the code Cyrus at oneskin.co. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Invest in the health and longevity of your skin and your scalp with the OneSkin peptides. Your future self will thank you. And thank you, OneSkin, for sponsoring our podcast. We love your product.
We do a segment called Baked Goods, and we talk about things that we've bought over the past week that we love or recently.
That's food.
It can be anything at all.
So shouldn't it be called bought goods?
And we called it Baked Goods because I was a stoner. So like we were baked. And so
Okay.
it mostly started out being things that I was eating from Munchies.
Okay.
That sucks because that doesn't happen anymore. But what are some of my baked goods? Let me think.
I bought a Whole Foods pizza.
You what?
I bought a Whole Foods pizza I'm really grateful for. And these brownies that I've been really liking. I bought some new boots.
What kind of boots?
Some motorcycle boots for Coachella.
Oh, you did tell me you were going to buy those. Which ones did you get?
I got a couple. But I got them all off of Vestiaire, I guess.
Vestiaire, which we love.
Yeah.
We love
I love like a secondhand
vintage
or third, fourth, fifth. I love like getting a used shoe that is already broken in, especially like going to Coachella. You do not want to be breaking in boots. That would fucking
hurt. Are you going to wear those on stage?
No, just to walk around. I got a white pair.
I love
a white Miu Miu pair. I got Andy some black motorcycle boots. And then I got that are like up to here, but they're kind of like a riding boot. They have like a little buckle here. I got a pair of Bottega boots for only $150.
What?
Yeah.
Motorcycle boots?
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting those.
Yeah, they were just $150. And Pinkus was just like, they're probably just not like the most wanted pair. I'm like, who cares? They're so cute. So I got those for $150 because you can like bid with the people out there. I got a Bottega bag for $500. I also love a used bag because I love like a worn look.
Yeah, you do.
But I don't like getting there because each individual mark that like happens on the way to getting the worn look, like it really drives me nuts seeing a scratch.
Drive you crazy on your acne.
Yeah, seeing a scratch or anything like that. I bought a ton of Skims clothes.
Oh, it's so good.
I just buy like a ton of like those active wear brands like Skims or like I think it's called Davis Active. I just like simple stuff.
Me too.
I just got like for Coachella like a ton of leggings, ton of little like spandex shorts, like
camis.
Tons of these. I ordered so many.
Is that Skims?
No. The cami it's you and I got it together.
I know. I remember now.
Yeah, it's just like
it was just a little shop in North Hollywood.
Yeah. I remember it's good.
It
was just like a random little shop.
I like it. I liked how long it was.
I love how long it is.
Yes.
I love how tight it is. It holds my breasts up.
Oh my. Well, that's it. Actually does.
It does.
They actually look really good in that.
They look really
I'm gonna have to get one of them.
I know
you did beg me.
Begged her, so I bought every single one.
Yeah, you did.
Which I'm glad because I only got 3 and I literally like alternate them all week.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I prefer these over any other cami because most of the other ones have like a really thick like seam.
Yeah, they do.
And I just love how like seamless it is.
Well, great. Oh my God.
Just look
Okay.
how
We haven't
sweet
talked about, first of all, Noah's going through a hair change.
Oh,
And honestly, I'm loving
It's
it. I've been dying for you to go lighter for a while.
yeah.
After you did a performance, was that with Shabuzi?
With Orville.
With Orville.
And I used the orange wig.
It was my favorite hair color on you ever. I feel like that is where this is headed. It is. So anyway.
What did I say before?
Yes.
Orange wig.
Well, it was not orange, but I love it. It was caramel, which you're getting there. I mean, your hair's just been so dark.
No, my hair's been so dark, but yeah, I feel like with the themes of the album and the topics, and with the last single being Don't Put It All on Me, about like leaving baggage of others behind and moving forward for yourself, and like leaving trauma in the past that's been weighing you down, and or the trauma of others. And I've been dyeing my hair black for so long, and I just feel like I wanted to, after that record, just like kind of start fresh and go back to something closer to my natural hair color, and just feel closer to myself, and like the little girl that grew up on the farm in Nashville, and the little girl that like rides horses and has her hair in a hairnet and a helmet all day. Like I just wanted to be closer to that girl, and I feel like that is what this music is. And yeah, I didn't really want any walls or barriers up between me and the listeners, and I feel like they've known me as like this one thing for so long. And I feel like this is kind of putting that like guard down. And so yeah.
That is so, I love that.
Yeah. I feel like hair is very like metaphorical. Like Lady Gaga has a song called Hair, and she's like, I am my hair. And like it is like your hair is like your shield, like your protection, like it's like another piece of you. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way to, I don't know.
And this feels like you're letting your guard down and putting all that baggage behind you and just moving forward into a fresh
I've
life.
got a couple more sessions in the salon before my guard is down.
Okay.
But
It's going to get lighter.
yeah.
You don't want it to fall out. But your hair is,
No, I don't want it lighter. I just want it a little more darker brown.
I cannot believe this is all your hair. It's insane.
I know.
She has her hair is so long and so thick. Like, I love it.
It's not thick. I just have a lot.
You just have so much. So last night I called Noah, or Noah called me, one of the two.
A million times.
Oh, yeah. I accidentally had my do not disturb on. But I'm like, where are you? And it's like 9 o'clock at night. And she goes, the tanning bed. I'm like, are you freaking for real? I'm like, I like the actual, like you're getting in a tanning bed. You're not spray tanning. And I'm like, is that okay?
I don't love it, but I really don't like spray tans because my skin runs on the drier side.
Yes, it does.
And I don't like that I can like see the spray tan like makeup on my skin. It makes me feel dirty. But like I've never done tanning beds in my entire life. So like it's not a like recurring thing that I do. But like it's summer.
I feel like I can tell you got a little color.
Yeah, it's summer. I'm going to Coachella. Like I'm going to be wearing shorts, and my legs were so translucent and like so white bright in the sun that I was just like, okay, like ow, my eyes. I need to get a tan or put some sun.
You definitely have color.
Yeah, but I'm going for another round tonight.
Oh my gosh.
But I won't even do that again for another year.
Okay.
Until the next Coachella.
I was always scared of the tanning bed.
They don't close all the way, which I thought they would.
Yeah. But don't you think you smell weird after the tanning beds even?
No, I just think I feel like Jennifer Coolidge in the Cinderella story.
What are you doing? Baking.
She
is so good. God, how many
Sam, give me some salmon.
She was so freaking good.
I know.
What was the best
It's
one?
the Botox. I can't show emotion for another hour and a half.
I
love
love
it.
please watch that.
Yeah. It was playing on my TV the other day, and I left it on for my dogs
I
because
mean
I always leave a show on for my dogs before I leave.
Like, she is just so good. Like, that might be my favorite thing she's ever been in.
No, White Lotus.
I mean, she
Wait, did you finish White Lotus?
Yes, but you can't tell because Kelsey hadn't seen the end. I know.
Yeah, Kelsey,
Okay.
go outside.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, Caddy will tell you. Everybody else has seen it? Yeah. Okay, we got to talk about it. Because I've been working on my, I love her.
Mom, you don't even need to work on it.
No, I know where she
I've
says
already practiced.
foodism. Popper, no.
Popper, no. Popper, no. You are not going to move to Taiwan?
What? You are not a Buddhist.
Popper, no. You are not a Buddhist?
She's like, Mom, yes, I am. She's so good. But anyway, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just cannot believe the ending.
I know, poor Chelsea.
I cannot believe it. Okay, you know what? I saw, what's his name? Walter in real life. Rick. His real name is Walter.
Okay.
And did you see his post?
No.
Oh my gosh. I might have to pull it up. It is honestly, no, it's like something we all need to hear. Because basically what he says is like, first of all, he's saying it makes me want to cry. He's talking about like all these people had such an amazing, it sounds like such a cool experience on the show. But he was like, our story, like, that would have been hard for me. First of all, he's married, and she's got a significant other. But he's talking about the characters, and he's just saying ours, it was such a love story. And from the very beginning, for me, it was nothing but a love story. But yet, what happens in the end is so tragic because this man could not get past his childhood trauma. Like things that he let eat him alive in the end caused not only her death, but his. Like where if he could have just recognized the trauma of his childhood and what he thought had like ruined his life, to have just realized like where he was and what he had in the moment, like things would have turned out so different. But instead, because he just held on so hard to things that he thought had wronged him, is what ultimately they both died in the end. And like, if you guys got to look at his Instagram post, it was like so heavy and so beautiful. And it was just honestly amazing.
Okay.
You don't care?
I was just thinking how weird it was that Patrick got fucking jerked off by his brother.
That is not okay.
No.
I mean, oh my gosh. But honestly,
Patrick.
we have known Patrick for a very long time. And I love Patrick.
I adore Patrick.
Like,
big ol'.
A big ol'. Forgot
I know.
that. That is so funny. I think one of the last tweets I saw, he called you big ol'.
Yeah.
But anyway, love Patrick. And honestly, he was so good in it.
I know.
Like, some of the looks that he would give were just too good.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
I mean, he honestly killed it.
I know.
They were all so good.
They were so
Have you seen all 3 seasons?
Yeah. First one actually was the second one I watched. I started with season 2 because everybody was just like, season 1 kind of sucks. And so nobody come for me. It's not me saying it. And I don't know. Like I didn't love the first season, but I understand it now for the plot.
Yeah. To me, this was my favorite season.
It was my favorite season too. They like had this mass shooting and then everybody got on their boat and went away. There was no like discussions or anything like that.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I love the comparison of like the 3 siblings on their first boat ride in and their last boat ride out, and like how the character developed.
Me too.
All of those characters developed and changed.
Yeah.
But we'll never know what happens whenever they went home.
I know. And he's supposed to go to prison and they're supposed to lose all their money. We need to know. Are we never knowing? Like, you don't think, I mean, it's been a
he'll just
different
probably
cast
kill
ever s
himself.
That is tragic. Because I do feel like that, like, that would just not be good. Like, when they got home, shit was hitting the fan.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably getting met at the airport with, like, a warrant.
I know. And they lost everything.
I love how happy the mom was whenever she found out that Piper was just a brat. Like, she's sitting there talking about how she can't live with all this, and she's like, "It's okay."
I
Like,
really am just an entitled like, what?
I know.
She's like, yes.
I know.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I love her. She is so good in this. She's my favorite character, I think.
Yeah, she's super fun.
Honestly, and Patrick too, I have to say. Like,
Aimee Lou Wood is just incredible. Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
They all were so good.
I know.
Like, amazing.
I know.
I'm so sad it's over.
I know. Same. I met Aimee at the hair salon the other day, and she was just the cutest thing and inspired me to, like, get on the couch and, like, watch White Lotus and finish the show. And, like, she was just so cute. Like, I just loved her.
I mean, I think she, like, more than anyone, has just hugely.
Wait, but I had no idea I was friends with her sister, which was so weird.
Are you
Instagram
serious?
friends? Yeah, that was so cute.
Huh?
Emily. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're so cute together.
Mhm.
I saw on Instagram her sister's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
She was doing her makeup. So cute.
Yeah, so cute.
But I loved White Lotus. It was so good.
I know. I'm ready for another season.
Me too.
And if there is, we're not going to have the same people.
I know.
I know.
This is the only one where I feel like it would just be so great if they brought back at least the Patrick family. It would just be so good.
I know. Patrick was really good.
That's just not happening though.
I don't think.
It was so good. I just want to watch it all over again, which I'm going to do. It was amazing.
Great.
Okay, I'm going to plug really, really quick. Her name is May Lindstrom. She just sent me all this skincare. Oh my gosh. It is so good. I mean, I'm loving it. It's all I've been using. It is so good. Anyway, thank you, May. So, are you going to hoard your skincare secrets or are you going to tell us?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
West Coast seaweed skincare. Is that what I just said?
Yes. West Coast Seaweed Skincare.
Yeah, I love them. I use most of their products.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Their face wash, their face oil.
Because this is the best your skin's look.
Their snail mucin with fermented seaweed.
Oh.
But it's all alive, so you got to keep it cool. Cool temp.
Oh. Sick.
Cool plasma I've been
Like,
using.
your redness is gone.
Cool plasma. Micro needling.
You microneedle?
I do.
I just saw somebody that did that and it looked scary. She had like 3rd-degree burns all over her face.
Yeah. I think I'm going to microneedle myself tonight.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're going to move on and we're going to do like 2 DMT and then we're going to talk to Kaelin. Oh, I love this question. Tish, what's your favorite song of Noah's? Honestly, I think it's the new single.
Don't put it all on me.
When I like literally can listen to that song over and 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 never, ever, ever get tired of it. It is my favorite song I think you've ever done.
Mom. But that's my Bubby Brazen.
Brazen wrote that along with one of his good friends.
Yeah. Ben Kramer.
Ben Kramer and Brazen wrote it and it is just so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it literally, I really think it's my favorite song ever.
It's enchanted.
It is amazing. I love it so much. So anyway, I had to answer that.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that because that's her new single, but it really is. If you have not heard it, it is the best, most amazing song ever. It is just so, wow, it gives me chills. Let's see. Oh, Noah, you can answer this one. Do you believe in the right person, wrong time?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah. Probably. Why not?
I don't know.
Definitely.
I mean, if it's the right person, how can it be the wrong time?
If that person's an idiot. Oh, and an asshole. I don't know.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Right person, but they couldn't get it together.
I could see that. Okay, I have to open this one. Tish, did you have physical symptoms during your anxiety era? Thank you about being so open. Girl. And this is from Kate. So bad. so many physical symptoms, from heart just like pounding out of my chest to the worst symptom was stomach pain. Like, I literally would not be able to eat food at all. Like, it was freaking terrible. And it's very common with anxiety, and it can lead to something called gastroparesis, where your stomach literally is like almost like paralyzed, where your stomach isn't moving food, and so you just don't, you feel like you can't eat. And that was the hardest part of all of it. Like, definitely the heart palpitations and, like, not being able to sleep well, but, like, I lost so much weight. It was so scary, and it was the absolute worst symptom. But what I can say is, like, everybody kept telling me it won't last forever, which it's hard to believe when you're in that moment, but I can tell you it gets better. And, like, I'm a big believer in, like, I take medication. I've been open about Lexapro. I think that it had stopped working, and now I'm taking Paxil, and I'm I'm back to feeling really, really good. So, like, I know medication's not for everyone, but for me, I think, like, that is just something that I'm gonna need forever, because I definitely have an anxiety disorder, and it is just whew, I said yesterday I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's just the worst thing. So, if you're going through that, you're not alone. Like, trust me, like, there's so many people going through it, and it feels so lonely and so scary, but just know that it does and will get better. So, we're both here because we both do that, where it feels like your body literally attacks you. It's crazy. So, okay, let's have Kaelin come in.
Okay. Come on, babe.
All right, you guys, I don't know about y'all, but it's warming up here in Nashville, and I'm legitimately already like looking at flights for like beach trips, summer vacations, and I am here to tell you that Built lets you earn points on rent payments and redeem them towards flights, hotels, and so much more. One of your biggest investments should get you more than just a roof over your head, am I right? It should get you a vacation. Let me explain. There's no cost to join Built, and as a member, you'll earn valuable points on rent and on your everyday spending. Built points can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, even the ones you haven't heard of. There are over 500 airlines and 700,000 hotels and properties around the world that you can redeem your Built points towards. Points can also be redeemed towards a future rent payment and unique experiences that only Built members can access. So if you're not earning points on rent, my question is, why not? Start earning points on rent you're already paying by going to joinbuilt.com/Cyrus. That's joinbilt.com/Cyrus. That's joinbuilt.com/Cyrus to start earning points on your rent payments today and enjoy that vacation.
Introducing
Yeah.
my bestie, Kaelin Beck. This is my guest since I'm the co-host this week.
You are the co-host.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey,
Hi, guys.
yeah.
So excited.
I know. So this is my bestie, BFFL for life.
Yeah.
We've been friends for like almost 10 years now.
Believe it.
Yes, it's crazy.
And we've been through so much together, including Kaelin going through 2 pregnancies and like picking up her life and moving to Hawaii, and like just so much stuff that I figured like this could be a great segment for your advice piece of your show. And like, I find Kaelin to be so inspiring, not to talk about you like you're not in the room, but like she is literally like one of the strongest women I know. Oh my God, it's going to make me cry. Just because like watching her become a mom, and like from like days where we were like staying out and like partying and like doing crazy things, and like seeing her become like just the most like caring, beautiful mom, and
She
like
really is.
she's just like the human that she is and the mom she is, like really is just so inspiring. And I love her. I love her family. So like,
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Okay,
But
Noah is the best godmother on the freak
She
planet,
is.
you guys. Like, no, like, yeah, we literally went from like party friends, and it's so hard to find friends that then grow with you and transform with you. But when I say Noah is a godmother, it's like it's so beyond that. Like she flies out to Hawaii. She'll fly out wherever we are, Sacramento, wherever I live, and she will literally be the other parent. Like, you don't find a friend that will do that and like just be with you at any point in your life. And she loves my children like they are her own.
She absolutely does. We'll be sitting around watching TV and she'll be on her phone and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm watching Malibu do this.
She's like so proud, like it's her
I
daughter.
know, it's so cute.
It's so cute. And you've seen her in action with that.
Oh,
like
totally.
she's just like the other parent. Like she steps
Yeah.
right in, she takes care of them. Her life goes on pause anytime we come into town. Which
It is
gonna
so
be in like
true.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I love though, last time you came into town, you guys were coming over, and all of a sudden I see coming through this gate this massive van. And I'm like, what the heck? And Kaelin, Noah, and the babies are rolling out of this like 12 passenger, like crazy van.
Yeah, because she's a dog mom of what, 10?
9 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have to have the sprinter van.
It's so crazy.
We have to. And you were so shook when we rolled up.
I was
like
dying.
so crazy.
So the fact that you all are rolling around LA in this van is absolutely insane.
We love the sprinter van.
It was
Yeah.
so crazy.
One time Kaelin thought that the Sprinter van would clear the McDonald's drive-through,
God.
and she knocked the sign off the
No, you
McDonald's.
did not.
We just hear like we're going for McFlurries at like 10 o'clock. And we just hear like like the top is just scraping along.
And then it got wedged, right?
yeah, and then
Like we couldn't go forward or back.
I think we got
I'm
through.
dead.
Because
But
I was like,
They came out the doors and they're like,
yeah, you were like, I think I hit it. I was like, they're gonna think we're drunk. Like, and we weren't. Like,
we were
I was just like,
sober.
they're gonna think that like you might have even been like pregnant at the time.
Probably.
No, because Lucas was there.
Yeah, this was a
This
long
is like
time.
a long time ago.
This was the
But-
beginning days.
yeah, like 2019.
Yeah.
Or something, 18. And she completely ran through the McDonald's drive-through line
I'm
with the
dying.
Sprinter.
That is hilarious.
And yeah, it was completely wedged.
Oh
It was
my
so funny.
But yes, like seeing you now, it's just so weird to me. And you are right, because a lot of the stoners they'll ask for advice about, like, it's hard for some people when their friends get married or have babies. They feel like their friendship completely changes and it's not the same. And like you and Noah, just that transition was so easy.
So easy. But it was just because she adapted. Like there wasn't like 1 second I feel like you thought like we're not going to have the same friendship. Like it became stronger because she just wanted to like be there for my baby.
Yeah, I would say our relationship got better because like it was like I take my role as godmom so seriously that I look at it as like co-parent with
Yeah.
Kaelin. Like
You really did.
like
Yeah.
and so it's like if we have like back in the day when we would have arguments or whatever, it would be like normal friend arguments where like you end up not talking for a while or whatever,
Mhm.
but it's like we're like, wait, we're like in each other's life for good.
Yeah.
Like, like we are bonded by like your children, and your children mean the world to me. Like we went and got M's tattooed on our arms, and like let's just talk about it like a real relationship, because like more is at stake,
No,
and,
truly.
and like we really have just learned to like talk about it, like, oh well, I'm sorry you're feeling this way, but this that, and like just talking it out, because I think also like Kaelin has that more mature grown perspective, and also like after getting engaged and being in a really serious relationship, I'm also having that perspective of like, I feel like I have a family.
Yeah.
Even though like we don't have kids, like that's my little family. Is, like,
Exactly.
me and my person. And so like I've had to have that perspective as well. It's like looking out from other people and being more respectful of other people's feelings and talking it out and telling what's bothering you, and vice versa. And that's something that also like you've been having to like go through in your relationship, I feel like.
Mhm. Yeah.
like expressing your needs and wants as like a mom of like 2 kids.
Yeah, because it all changes. You literally give everything. You give up everything.
Yeah.
It's the most rewarding thing in the whole world. But, like, it's crazy that we don't have to, like, take a class before or something because it's, like,
I
the
know.
biggest responsibility to,
Like, you have to
have
keep
this
your
little
baby
human.
alive.
Yes.
Like,
And then
no one tells you how to do it.
and then, like, Noah and I sit and talk and Michael too, but Noah also, we sit and talk about, like, how do we when Malibu is, like, hitting Posey, right, or whatever is happening, how do we correct this in the best way? Like, every little thing you do is so important because you wanna just say, "No, you can't do that," like, but really, it's like you have to go deep within, like, why is she doing this? How can we redirect this? Because everything we say and do to these little kids, it just sticks.
It's
And
so
so
true.
it's so important. And Malibu is about to turn 3. And so, like, literally everything she remembers now and repeats everything. She remembers how everybody makes her feel. And like every single day, it's so much work just to keep them alive, yes, but then, like, also just molding them into the best little humans is such a responsibility. I don't know how you did it with so many.
It's so crazy.
It's so much work. It's so hard.
It really is.
And it's so hard to, like, work also. I'm like,
So I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Are you still trained? So she trains dogs. She's a dog trainer,
World-renowned.
world-renowned dog trainer. And so are you doing that as much?
I haven't been, but lately I am, and it feels so amazing. But I remember I kept setting these, like, especially with Posey, my second. Malibu was born 3 months early, so I feel like we were all into, like,
Like
just
almost 4.
she was like a pound and a half when she was born. She was that big. So everything was about her and making sure she was even going to survive. So my mind definitely was not on work at that point, and I definitely scaled back. And then we just poured everything into her for a year. And then I got pregnant very quickly again. And I just needed to make sure that pregnancy was going to like be healthy and stress-free. So I didn't work a lot. And then when Posey was born, I was like, yes, I'm going to get back to work. And I'm like, okay, when she's 3 months old, I'll be back to work. Nope, she still needs me every second of every day. 6 months, like I kept putting these milestones on, but she just wasn't ready. Like, and I wasn't ready to leave her. Like, when they're ready.
Totally.
And so, and I think everyone, just society puts all these, a lot of pressure on you to like snap back, get back to work, do all this. And I was putting that on myself. And then I would feel so torn, like I was half in, half mom. And then when I finally was like, I need to be a mom, this is like where I'm meant to be right now, everything just went so much smoother. And then all of a sudden, when like I stopped breastfeeding her a couple months ago, she's good with other people now. She's not so like clingy to me. All these opportunities like for work, coming back to LA for a couple months, just like came about. So I feel like when you don't push something, like what's meant to be will be.
Totally.
But it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to juggle both.
How did you get into being training dogs?
How
was
deep
did
do
you
you
is that
want to go?
deep?
Deep? Okay, so ever since I was like 3 years old, I remember having a super strong connection with dogs. My dad was super abusive to me. And so I think I didn't have like a safe place with my parents to go to as a little girl. And so I would go to my dog and the neighbors' dogs. And it's like, it's sad, but it's also cute because it's like, it's made it so that I can communicate with dogs on this whole other level. Like, I don't sit and, like, have telepathy with them, but I can sit and, like, look at a dog and I just listen. And I think a lot of people will ask me what separates me from other dog trainers, and I think a lot of trainers want to put power on a dog or, like, they want the dog to do something, whereas I sit and listen to the dog, and it's like, what does that dog need? Because that's how we're going to get there together. It's like, obviously, it's what we want the dog to do, but at the same time, it's like, what does the dog need in order to get there? And so I think that special connection with dogs really stemmed. I mean, my earliest memory was like really like 3 years old, like my earliest memory of
Wow.
the abuse, and then like going to the safe place with the dog.
That is crazy.
Mhm.
That's why you're so intuitive with your kids. And then, because I didn't know that you had a childhood.
Yeah, I had a bad childhood.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm like, I want to do everything right and almost like too perfect. Like
Yeah.
Noah, Michael, everyone will be like, like the fact that you care so much, you're never going to be a bad mom.
Or you're
So just ease up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like you're going to be a good mom. But yeah, it's just
You're the
so.
best.
You are
experience.
such a great mom.
Thank you, guys.
Like beyond.
My blessing. Like it's just the best thing ever.
But like even like just like Pink's my partner, and like anyone who witnesses her like in
Totally.
mom mode, like it's just undeniable. Like also like for me, like I feel like, and in some ways people say that like kids like change your life, and like I think some people like, and probably if you feel this way, maybe you weren't exactly meant to have kids, but like that they took something from you, or they took like this youthfulness from you, or this time from you as like a young adult. And like truly I've just seen Kaelin turn into like the best version of herself.
Totally.
And like she lives my dream every single day.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I literally watch her live her own dream. And like that's what's so beautiful is like I know that she wouldn't rather do anything else than be there with those kids.
Yeah.
And like giving them the best and safest childhood, and like really like, because we laugh about like soft parenting, and like the way that like even especially like kids that are like from my generation, or
Mhm.
like just a little older than me, like even I'm like, fuck, like stop being so sensitive. Like,
Yeah.
like just like, but like Kaylin, without being that overly delicate, like soft, she's extremely nurturing and definitely can be a helicopter, but she's asking her kids like, and it's really cool. How do you feel
Yeah.
without it being like soft and almost like gonna do more damage than good?
Right.
Because like you're teaching your kid to like not be polite, or like to like not express their feelings in a good, I don't know, there's just so many things that go into it. And like I swear she's just the best example.
No, I agree.
Like, like whenever I had to change a diaper, like I was so nervous, but she just like threw me in and was just like, you can't really fuck it up. Just do it. Like it wasn't like I got a serious diaper lesson,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Now I'm like my diapers are like
You're a pro.
They're
indestructible.
perfection.
They
Like,
are.
I like make sure everything is folded so perfectly.
Because
little
I
latches
worried
on.
that Kaylin's gonna be like, what's going on with the diaper? Like I've definitely had a few funky diapers, but like I like really, this is like a craft. Like I want to
You
do
are hilarious.
I really
The fact
feel like
that
I've
she's
just
even like talking about
No, I
this
know.
is what she does.
She'd
like
be the best mom ever.
I know ever.
But it's like,
amazing.
yeah, you're just a great example. But like also just like what you've been through, and like I think having someone that's been through so much like that as like your parent, and somebody who took that lesson and learned from it. Like
Totally.
you're the most blessed baby in the world to have somebody that like cares as much to make your childhood different than their own.
I agree.
And I think that's like usually most like ambitious and like passionate parent wants to do like for their kid, that like, I had a great childhood, but like are there things that like with my kid that I would be like, "Oh, I won't make that mistake because that really hurt me as a kid," and like I will do my best to make sure that that doesn't happen to them.
Totally.
Like that still is something that you want to do and like
Absolutely.
give to your kids. And like, I mean, Kaylin, just you do it so beautifully, and like
Thank you so
it's like I'm
much.
just so proud of like even though like she's my older sister and I'm proud of her and the woman like she's become.
Yeah.
Because like I'm still me. Like, I'm not a mom yet. I'm still like bopping around. I'm my dog mom self. And
No,
like,
you are so
but I just
mature.
learned.
I mean, so mature.
She sits
But,
at
like-
home with her dogs
All the
every
time.
night. Like,
I know, but I'm just like, I get to sit and learn from like really the best like example.
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah, no, I mean it.
We have the best time parenting them together.
Yeah. I know. And it's so crazy because like we'll be telling her Michael, her baby daddy, her husband, baby daddy will be like, doesn't Malibu look so much like Noah? Like she'll be like, doesn't she look so much like Noah? He's like, no. Like,
Okay, but have you seen their pictures from when Noah was her age?
No.
We have to show your mom. They look
Really?
so similar. It's
No, I
crazy.
can kind of see that. Like when you were like,
it's like our little Noah.
yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
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 Curly hair. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
It's just the
God.
cutest little thing.
So freaking cute.
Yeah.
She's spicy though. They're both
She is
spicy. Give me a run for my money.
I loved it when Posey wasn't running around or crawling or doing anything. And I
Loved you holding her. Yeah.
that was honestly
she doesn't
during
like that anymore.
the height of my anxiety. And it was so nice to just huddle her.
That
the
Posey is gone.
I know,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Wait till you see her in a couple of weeks.
So sad.
She's feisty.
Oh
And
my
she has the raspiest voice.
Yeah,
That
she's
is-
16 months old and she's like, Noah does the best impression of her.
Hold me, mother.
It's
It's like
hilarious.
literally like she is all growl. Like it's so funny. She is completely like the raspiest.
I know, and Malibu just has like the highest pitch voice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
together, it's like, where did this come from?
Maybe they need to do voiceover work.
Malibu for sure will need to.
Okay, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
It used to be called Truth or Toke. But now that Tish,
What's a toe?
a toke is when you toke.
You know what a toke is.
You're the biggest toker I know.
that word?
You haven't?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's old school.
It's
It's
hoagie.
no.
Oh no, that's a sandwich, right?
Toke is like a toke. But anyway, since I don't smoke, we were calling it like what's the tea? And we
Mine is called the boring.
okay, so Gavin Rosdale renamed it. We renamed it the boring game. And I like that so much better than spill the tea or what's the tea. So this is called the boring game. And you ask the questions that are in pink.
Yep.
And I ask the other questions.
Okay.
And they're like, it's supposed to be like spitfire.
What's a dog mom fail one of you will never live down or you will never live down?
I mean, maybe the time that we thought Mello had fleas. So we bought every single flea product. We were so high. And we bought every single flea product. We put him in a bath, moisturizer, all these different things. And then we're at Casa Vega. And we're a couple margaritas deep also. And we all of a sudden started panicking. Is Mello okay? Did we just like overdose him in flea stuff? And I'm like, wait, did we? And Noah's like, you're the dog trainer. You should know. And I was like, I don't know. You just wanted every single product. So we had a panic attack, got a ride back home. He was very alive, but
He was fine. But like, I mean, we freaked out. We got him everything. We gave
we
him
were
like
panicked.
3 flea baths, the medication, like
yeah, we went a little overboard.
Okay, I get that. So, Kaelin, who's the most high maintenance? Noah, me, or one of the dogs you train? Be honest.
I feel like Marshall,
my dog.
Noah's dog.
You think Marshall's extra?
I think Marshall's the most high maintenance.
I'm so obsessed.
I think Kaylin's the most time.
I think Kaelin might be too.
Once I go after Noah's dog, she's coming out.
No, I think Kaelin may be.
Do you think?
Maybe.
In like a
In the best possible way.
nice way.
How is it? How is it a good way?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like you're just like my little princess.
It's
I definitely
Good
think
one.
I'm high maintenance, like
Not
high,
bad way.
not in a bad way at all.
high standards, high expectations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What you want?
yeah,
totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, but what's tea you have on like somebody else's dog? Spill the tea without spilling.
Some real tea, like somebody's something crazy.
Okay, so this was a very famous artist, and she called me when her baby was like 3 days old. And but it's like a good before and after.
Okay.
So her dog was literally trying to kill the newborn. When I arrived at the house, her dad had the baby up in the air and the dog was jumping up, like trying to get the newborn baby.
I'm surprised she didn't give it away.
And
No, you don't give up on the
we
dog.
try first.
We all eat your newborn?
We always try first. So she was like, this is just so out of character. And actually, she was right. It ended up just being pure anxiety based. This dog was not aggressive at all. He was so scared that he just didn't know what to do with this new addition. But yeah, that's scary as fuck to see that with even I would freak out if I would be like, what's inside of you if one of my dogs was doing that?
Totally.
So we worked through his anxiety, board and train, and literally there's pictures of these two growing up together now. Like crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really cute.
that is crazy.
I know. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, help you with this because like there's only so much you can do with aggression. But
Right.
because it was all anxiety. It's almost like how Sammy just like cries all the time. It's anxiety based, but this dog was jumping with it.
Yes.
And I don't know, we bring a newborn over to Sammy. He might jump up at it. He just doesn't look as intimidating.
Honestly, Sammy does not love kids.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither does Marshall.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Mom, what's the most extra thing Noah has ever asked you to do?
I'm sure there are so freaking many. It's absolutely insane.
I'm not that extra.
That is so not true. What's the most extra thing you've ever asked me to do?
Switching cars?
Oh my gosh.
Because you got the one with the black details inside. So when we got it, I wanted to switch cars. Is that?
I don't know. You just like expensive. You always have.
That's Michael's problem with me. Kaylin's man.
Yeah.
He says that I teach her to be really irresponsible with her money.
Are you? And me? I freaking like I'm so like crazy about not spending a bunch of money. It's in my brain from growing up. And when I'm with this one, forget it.
I know.
We're going to Acne and I'm getting the bomber and the
Hey,
pants.
she convinced you to get it.
Oh,
She had this one bag and she was like, you have to get the other color of this with me. And Michael's like, no.
Okay.
And she was like, stop controlling her. Let her get the bag. And I didn't end up getting it, but they were fighting about it.
oh,
All the way to Disney.
I got the matching bag. She got the brown. You got the brown. I got the black.
Yeah.
And then Noah gets the Defender. And I'm still driving my Toyota souped up 4Runner. And I was trading that thing in within 2 days because I freaking
convinced you.
Hey, my mom copies me.
Yeah.
You totally do. Like, you got the Defender. I remember I really wanted this one Bottega bag, and that next week you were carrying the Bottega bag.
But I didn't buy that.
I know. Then the Acne bag.
You talked me into that. I wasn't even going to get it. And you're like, Mom, you have to.
We go get plants together. We're bad influences on each other.
We really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But honestly, it's what helped me through my anxiety era because we would go do fun things and get me out of my head.
yeah.
We did a lot of plants.
Yeah. Yeah. Kaylin's man, he's great about spending money. I mean, saving money.
He's a budgeter.
He's a budgeter.
Like to the extreme that it like makes Noah so annoyed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Almost got in a fist fight.
She's like, live a little. Like, because Disneyland is just like, he's like, well, why would we spend this much?
Oh, that's me.
Blah.
I'm ticked if I'm at Disneyland. I'm like,
What?
How do families afford this?
Yeah.
It drives me insane.
But like,
I'm like, I'm
just
not
live
paying-
a little. We're at Disneyland. Like,
I'm told I
It's
was like,
get a fucking magic wand.
oh, see, I'm like, we can go to Walmart after and get this for $15.99
That's
and
literally
pay
my
50
goal.
bucks. That is so me.
maybe that's why it bothers you so much.
Oh, because I am like
It reminds
that.
you of your mom.
Yeah, I'm like that a lot.
I guess.
I am.
Do you remember my Betsy Johnson obsession?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we had to have all the dresses.
We could not go to the mall without me like begging in tears for a Betsy Johnson.
We had every
Winston.
freaking like bustier tutu thing that Betsy Johnson ever freaking made, and the
I
bag.
could see it.
Ponyo era.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
she was a Betsy Johnson queen.
That's adorable.
Yeah, so funny.
Yes.
Noah and I chatted for so long, we didn't get to talk about Kaylin's business that much and what she actually does, but she's actually trained my dogs. She's trained Noah's dogs, who are absolutely phenomenal. So I can attest to what a great job she does. And I will say she is the same way with the dogs as she is her kids. She's like so loving, and the way she trains them is just like I will always say, firm but kind. Like, I feel like you're just really great. So anybody that wants to know more about Kaelin and needs some help with their dogs, tell us where everybody can find you and
Yeah.
the name of your company and all that good stuff.
So it's called All Things Pups on Instagram. And just like Tish was saying, it's positive reinforcement with structure and boundaries, because you got to have both.
You do.
Yep. Yes.
And same goes for the kitties.
The kitties? Or the
Yeah,
kids?
The kids.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
it's like I don't train kitties.
The
No,
kids.
it's gonna, yeah, I'm like, you train cats.
The
Yeah, no.
kiddies. Kiddies.
The kidlings
Kiddies.
are the kids.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
call them kitties. I don't think there's anything wrong.
And real quick, I will say, like, that is, if I'm sending my dogs to be trained, like, I want to know that's the approach, because I feel like so many times it's not.
Yeah.
And honestly, you're just so gentle and amazing
Thank you.
with the dogs.
I'm so passionate about it.
You are.
I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah, you can tell. But anyway, girls, we got to wrap it up. We've just been chit-chatting for so long.
Yeah, I mean, that's great, guys. Thanks for watching.
That's great.
This is me when I used to be able to do a little toke here and there.
I just don't even know what to say. Like,
Well, we wrap it up like this. We say, well, stoners, we love you. And we also say, we cannot do this show without you. Send in all your questions for Dear MT to sorrywe'recyrus@gmail.com. And make sure, if you haven't hit subscribe, you hit subscribe. And we love you guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation and Hopetown Entertainment.